one man trying to move forward in the right direction. We reached the halfway point of our 12th round main event, end of 6. Ring Magazine number 6 against number 10. A battle of top super middleweights in a title eliminator. Lucian Bute, the undefeated fighter who has been patching them in. He has become a big ticket seller. 19-0 with 16 knockouts in the black trunks against SAKIO Bika in the white trunks. A two-time super middleweight world title challenger. Both men trying to advance themselves to our title shot here tonight. Round number 7. Teddy Atlas's scorecard at the halfway point, 57-57. Bute taking the last 2 rounds.
You know, if you're a southpaw, as Bute is, and you depend, as Bute does, on that lead hand, that right jab, you start using it, as Bute has the last couple rounds, it's just a matter of time before that left hand behind it is going to start to find a home. The last round, that left hand of Bute started finding a home. You know what I like about Bute? Besides his style, and he's got physical assets, for the most part, he understands his identity. He needs to be on the outside. Even though he got a little carried away with coming close early on here, maybe trying to please the crowd, fighting, he could fight a little bit. But what I like about him is that, unlike a lot of undefeated prospects, Joe, at this point, he's not been fed all popcorn. He's had some impressive wins already against solid opposition. That impresses me. That makes me interested in following his career, because he's already shown that there's substance, not just sizzle, to this guy. Not just a built-up record.
And tonight is the night that so many American fight fans are tuning in to see what all the hype has been about. And these next few rounds will determine what a lot of folks think of him for the near future, especially as he heads towards getting a crack at the top. Crowd getting excited as he lands now the straight left hand behind the right hand.
Again, good fortunes the last several rounds for Bute. It's no mistake, no coincidence that it's happened since he's been doing this. Throwing punches on the outside.
By far his best round of the night. Bika still throwing wide. Bute on the mark with accuracy from that left hand. And doing it at range, as Teddy has pointed out, would be the difference. Bute with momentum.
Action from the last round. Good action from the undefeated Bute. Getting what he wants on the outside, where he can get off first. And also when he's on the outside, he can get Bika to do that. Reach a little bit, and then, of course, have opportunities to make him pay and come back with counters. Right now, the gears are all in motion for Bute.
Well-skilled southpaw with fast hands and accurate punching, and you see it show up in our punch track numbers in that 7th round. 25 out of 54 for Lucian Bute. Undefeated, 19-0, and here in a title eliminator in front of the home fans.
Hey, simply put, when Bika is too far away, he can only catch. He cannot land.
Teddy Atlas's scorecard. Bute taking control in these middle rounds, and he goes up in front, 67-66. North of the border here in front of all these home fans, and Bika has traveled a long way. Judging could be a big factor, but the Bika camp satisfied with the 2 Americans and the 1 judge from Montreal.
We're talking about
straight left hand from Bute.
This is the first fight for Bika outside of either Australia, England, Germany, Japan, or Indonesia. And he's not being treated very well.
First fight in North America. He got in some good sparring with Mikkel Kessler, super middleweight champion. In fact, he made the comment. He fought Calzaghe. He said Kessler's a monster compared to Calzaghe. Well, he's finding out exactly what LUCIAN BUTE is all about here tonight firsthand.
But again, for all the physical attributes of Bika, strong, very game, very gritty, and very unorthodox, he is one-dimensional. And right now, Bute taking advantage of that knowledge, staying on the outside, staying out of that dimension that serves Bika well.
There's that right hand dipping below the waist. Teddy, you notice that very early on. Wasn't costly there, but you can see how it opens up that big target.
Well, again, you can see Bika wants to land that right hand. Trainers, fighters love that against southpaws. But the only way Bika can land that is if Bute comes close. If he stays out of range, there's another headbutt. It's going to be very difficult for Bika to zero in on that right hand. He might have to switch over to the left hook when he sees that right hand of Bute, as it is right now, down low. And there's the left hook.
We've been very lucky that we have not seen a cut with all these head clashes so far.
This fight starting to get to the point where he could get away a little bit from Bika. If I'm in the corner, I might tell him, let's go left hook hunting. There it is.
There was that left hook. Bute put a left hand to the body in between punches, and now Bika is head hunting. End of 8. A lot of talk about super middleweight title shots. Peter Manfredo Jr. from Contender fame coming off a super middleweight title fight. He's on Wednesday Night Fights next week against David Banks, and then Friday Night Fights. We will be in Miami, and we will see Julio Garcia and Troy Browning. That's next week on Friday Night Fights. Round 9. Bika, as Teddy said, could be getting to that time of desperation where the fight has just gone south against him. Has it reached that point? Committing to the jab early on here. Bika, the two-time world title challenger in the white trunks with the red trim. Bute 19-0. Fast rising contender, already number 6 in the world according to Ring Magazine among the 168 pounders. Tried to counter with a left hand.
I know a lot of the fight fans at home who I think are the smartest sports fans there are. Maybe I'm a little prejudiced, but a lot of them are going to be saying, hey, how come Bika hasn't gone to the body of Bute? You got a man who's using his legs a little bit, using those wheels a little bit, fighting on the outside. Why not, as we say, take some air out of those tires going downstairs? I agree with that. Probably a little late in the game to make that adjustment, because you want to do that early. You want to put money in the bank and get dividends late in the fight. But, Joe, not easy to go to the body with a guy like Bute, who doesn't give you the body, who moves out like that.
Understands range and distance. Got pushed back that time with a left hand, a swooping right hand from Bika. Now Bika trying to go after it and just hunt down Bute. A clubbing left hand.
Well, guess what? I think Bika is going left hook hunting. When he sees that right hand, that's the key for him. That's kind of like a bull seeing the red cape of the matador. He's coming. Soon as Bika sees that right hand of Bute down, he's coming with left hooks.
Good for our fans. Something to watch for, and an exciting something to watch for. Final minute here of this 9th round. Straight left hand just off the mark from Bute.
Again, you can see when there's distance, when there's range, there's success for Bute. Gets that jab working. He's able to connect off that jab with a left hand. And then when he steps out, he's able to get a little help from Bika reaching in and get opportunities for counters.
Bute looks like he has things going his way. So we come to the end of this 9th round. We're going to check in with Brian Kenny.
And Tarver get wins.
Good stuff, BK. Round number 10.